Transform and Roll Out is the second episode of Transformers Animated, airing the exact same day as the last part. The episode begins with a bunch of vehicles which will totally not become important later. But meanwhile, at BurgerBot...
Code Red, all units proceed to Sumdac Robot Plant in Monroe.
That is Jeff Bennett, and Monroe is a real-life street in Detroit. Inappropriately, it is near the docks. I like that he has to put the siren on.
This is why I hate machines.
This is Captain Fanzone, who's based off of a famous baseball player who is apparently the neighbor of story editor Marty Eisenberg, also being inspired by two police characters from shows I've never seen. But I can very well tell you that is a very Michigan accent he has. I like that we can see the maggot monster reflected in one guy's visor, but then not in the glasses next to him. The cops have, I guess, laser guns, because future. Oh no, it's absorbing the cars! Plan B blasted with water. They get the people out of the building, except Sari, who's looking for her robot dog, Sparkplug, which is named after the character from G1. So Plan C, they'll shoot rockets at the monster, which kind of works, until every part of it turns out to be alive. The Autobot ship is hilariously close to the dock. The Autobots have their 50-year wake-up. There's a little bit of sludge got into the ship, but not any, fish or whatever. They capture it, and Teletran 1 sends out a satellite, very similar looking to the G1 model, but actually orange, to start scanning vehicles. We kill some screen time as the Autobots individually get their Earth forms. Ratchet looks a little weird in this shot.
Autobots, transform and roll out!
He said the thing! I like how expressive they are even in vehicle mode. Ratchet's windscreen is a smart screen. All of them but Ratchet's surface, as the cops are on Plan D and send in the cop drones. Where's the drivers and how's my car driving itself? Sari ends up just finding her own way out, coming across Bulkhead. Wait a minute, trucks don't talk back? She gets grabbed by the monsters, so the Autobots do some epic anime over-the-top animation transformation. Impressive. Then they actually decide to fight the monster. Sari and B introduce each other. Professor Sumdac thinks they look kind of familiar, but Fanzone doesn't care and sends the drones after B, which might as well be flies to him. As Optimus and Bulkhead get their wires stuck, Prowl's disobeying orders because he's a bit of a loner, which gets him eaten. Optimus calls in Ratchet for help, which Ratchet says he's in the middle of actually making a kill code for the nanomachines within the monster. So Optimus has to choose either or, which he picks the kill code. Sari watches from the roof, but to activate the kill switch with a bunch of scientific mechanical words because they don't know how organics work, they have to get to the brain. Good luck with that, B. While I fly all the way up there like Decepticons, early foreshadowing that only cons know how to fly. So B zooms up the parking garage, but oh no, the monster's getting smart because it ate Ratchet. Smart enough to bleed purple. But B jumps into its mouth, and it works. Luckily Bulkhead's wrecking ball didn't get eaten, and it looks like Prowl learned his lesson about Team Lego shit. Sari really wants to go with the Autobots, but B says no, but Sari insists, so they sneak on. I like now that B's car has a blue light rather than the red one of Fanzone's car.
Am I gonna be able to breathe down there?
Oh, sure. Let's breathe.
Bulkhead gets his hand back. It kind of depends on the episode, but Bulkhead's wrecking ball is either his fingers becoming it, or it pops out of his hand like in the toy. But Prowl's not doing too good. The Well of All Sparks is the one, like Transformers Heaven. Some shenanigans with Sari. She gets tossed down the, laundry chute. She finds the All-Spark all opened up somehow. It scans her, and they, kind of have a conversation. With it flashing Ultra Magnus, Optimus, Megatron, Starscream. Optimus' Cybertronian vehicle mode, Ratchet's Cybertronian vehicle mode, itself and the ship. While Sari flashes man, woman, child, Earth, pyramids, which are clearly made by aliens, plants, horses, flies, germs, DNA. Bizarre. It also turns Sari's security key into a different key. Optimus finds her.
Hey, I'm not a she. I'm an it.
Shardy's like a melody in my head.
But no time to question because Prowl needs a jump start. The key hears what's going on and they decide to plug in and actually heals Prowl. So all of them decide to go to surface and deliver Sorry home. Ah, geez, it's the fuzz. A little misunderstanding, and Sorry says they're cool. And there's a big press conference introducing Autobots. There goes that whole robots in disguise thing, but it's never really been a big deal. They got cheaped out and the crowd's just a bunch of blobs. Well, except right here, where Optimus and Sumdac shake finger.
Is this what it was like in your day?
The Decepticons didn't leave us very much to cheer about.
Meanwhile, in space, Starscream's going a little crazy, being alone for 50 years. But luckily the computer sense in the many, many galaxies where Earth is. Exquisite. This is an okay episode. It does really important things like introduce Sorry, her key, the Autobots' Earth forms, and fan zone. But the whole thing with the giant monster feels a little like just filler action just for the sake of it, and they probably could have just cut it out and have Starscream attack, and then the Autobots introduced from there. I'll give this episode a 5, and there's not much else to talk about, so I guess let's talk about the character designs. Optimus, Ratchet, and Bumblebee are basically exaggerated versions of their G1 characters. I love them. Optimus looks appropriately stoic and hero-like, kind of like if he appeared in Batman animated series or something. Because of his design, his helmet kind of looks like a baseball cap. And kind of how the colors look, it might just be me, but it looks like he's wearing like a long sleeve shirt and then some short swim trunks. Like always, Optimus turns into a semi. We'll primarily just see him without the trailer, but sometimes we do get the full thing. And he's actually a fire truck, which is incredibly rare for Optimus, only having that in Cybertron and Robots in Disguise 2001. I kind of wish Optimus Primes in general had more options than just the semi, and maybe we had a fire truck more often. I do love the truck, but it's still like, Megatron's allowed to have a different alt mode every other series, why not Optimus? I like Ratchet's like just done with life old man look. He's got a little bit of a gut and he kind of looks unshaven. And because he is a veteran, he's missing a part of his horn and a thing on his arm, which will probably not be important. Bumblebee looks like Bumblebee. Nothing super special about this design. But originally he was supposed to be Hotshot, who was the cool Kid Appeal yellow character of the Cybertron trilogy. But because of the Bayverse films making Bumblebee a lot more prominent, they decided to make him Bumblebee. Prowl's the most different looking from his G1 counterpart. Instead of being white and black, he's now black and gold. He's now a motorcycle, and I like his fingerless gloves, his khaki shorts, and his cool anime Kamina glasses. Apparently he was directly inspired by Joe Pineapple from the Judge Dredd comics. Bulkhead's the most original character of the main team. Unless you live in Japan, then he is Ironhide. I love that he's the tough one, but they made him round rather than muscular. His feet have treads which don't entirely make sense because of the vehicle. And I love his big jaw thing that reminds me of Crumblestone from Transformers Cybertron. Make sure to hit the like button, share with your friends, comment any thoughts and opinions, and subscribe for the rest of the series.